Got another scam for you. Oh my gosh, $2.5 million in ATM card. It's an official notice from James Carrier at gmail.com. Wait, no, it's Courier Service DHL 505 at gmail.com. So somehow DHL is involved with Gmail? Oh, let's get into this here. Well, let's see. Oh, the World Bank and the Office of Foreign Assets Control. Amazing. So this is to let you know that a compensation of $2.5 million loaded in an ATM card was released in your favor by order of the World Bank in affiliation with the Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, as your due compensation. There have been reports of loss of money to the scammers, most especially in Africa, hence the sanction to the concerned countries to compensate the scam victims. However, as one of the victims, your details were obtained from one of the scammers who were recently arrested by the joint security operatives comprising Interpol, FBI, and local agents. I'm really confused now. Where are they located? What FBI? I mean, so far they've only mentioned Africa. Okay, so anyways, the culprit confessed that there are other partners in crime and the security agents are tracking them for possible arrest. Therefore, you are hereby advised to keep this information confidential until all the scammers are apprehended. Contact the payment manager now for your compensation payment. Note your payment reference number is CP005698BFA. Quote, or better use your payment reference number as subject when contacting the payment manager. Payment manager is Mr. Johnbosco Lapa O. And the email is paymentmanager@accountant.com. And the telephone number is 226657259. I'm not even sure, but is that a Nigerian phone number? I don't know whether it's 1 or 2 digits for that country code there. If it's just +2 or if it's +22. I think 22 is Nigeria. Reconfirm your current information for him to deliver the card without delay. Your name, phone number, address, city, country, occupation, age, and proof of identification. You are advised to keep this information as top secret from others for security reasons. Attentively, James Cary. Okay, so this is like so full of holes. I mean, it's like somebody took a shotgun and made this by shooting at the screen or something. I don't know. So first of all, we've got the conflict between James Cary, DHL, and it's not even a proper DHL address, and Gmail. Okay, as I've told you in the past, if you get an email from somebody that's from a Gmail account or a Hotmail account or something like that, they love to use those generic email addresses because these companies don't have, they don't have a system put in place to verify that you are who you say you are. Now, second of all, compensation for what? Why would I be compensated $2.5 million? I mean, I'd love to get $2.5 million, but I don't think that's realistic. And by ATM card, why ATM card? Why isn't it some other form of payment? That's a bit confusing. Why is the World Bank involved? And what is the Office of Foreign Assets Control? And why is it my due compensation? These are all questions that cannot be answered because there's no way that anybody owes me or I should be compensated $2.5 million. I've never earned that much in my whole life. There have been reports of loss of money to the scammers, most especially in Africa. They're using a bit of honesty because there are a lot of scams coming out of Africa, but not just Africa. There are a lot of places where they come from. Hence the sanction to the concerned countries to compensate the scam victims. Well, I wasn't scammed $2.5 million. I was scammed in one of those Russian love thingies, for a few $100s, but Okay, so as one of the victims, your details were obtained from one of the scammers who were recently arrested. Oh, one of the scammers were. Oh my gosh, by the joint security operatives comprising. Why is the FBI involved? I don't get that. See, that doesn't make sense. It says FBI and local agents. Now, if this is an international crime ring, local agents would not be brought into it, and normally because it would be within the jurisdiction of a federal agency such as the FBI. And if the FBI is handling it, why is Interpol handling it? It's maybe if I don't know. I'm going to just assume for the moment that they're on crack when they said this. The culprit confessed their other partners in crime, and so we have to keep this secret. Okay, now let's just bear in mind that if money is recovered and it should be repaid to somebody, they won't see that money until the operation is complete. Okay, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think they won't see that money until the arraignment of the criminals. But it could, I'm not exactly sure, but I know for sure that they would keep all this money completely in the dark for everybody until such time as they caught the criminals, to avoid the criminals finding out about this. And then there's this weird payment manager and the compensation payment reference number, and then Mr. Johnbosco Lapa O. Well, I don't know what the O stands for, but it's, oh my God, for me, this is such an obvious scam, especially since the email that I'm supposed to send the money to, or sorry, the information to, is at accountant.com. What does accountant.com have to do with the World Bank or the Office of Foreign Assets Control, wherever that is located? And why is it located in Africa? And then they want all this information. This is more information that you should be giving. I mean, they did contact you first, and I understand that they do have to be careful, but they wouldn't be contacting you by email. They'd be contacting you by probably certified letter. So yeah, keeping it top secret is helping them to keep their criminal activities top secret. There's no research necessary. I don't need to look up the IP address or do anything else. This is clearly a scam. It's just so painfully obvious. All right, well, I wanted to share it with you, so now you know for sure that this is a scam. I'm going to do what I always do. Mark it as phishing. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.